2NURFM News. For our sponsor, Tile Warehouse Warners Bay, the large floor tile specialists.
It's 1 o'clock. Good afternoon. I'm Jacinta Lee with 2NURFM Hunter News. Newcastle Jets owner Nathan Tinkler is on the brink of losing his A-League licence as the close of business deadline looms to repay his debts. He'll have to cough up more than $500,000 to retain control of the club, including monthly wages and up to $400,000 in overdue superannuation reportedly owed to players and staff. 2NURFM football commentator Andy Roberts says the blame lies squarely with Tinkler.
I think the current existing model for any A-League club is very, very good. Newcastle, they deserve better. We won a championship back in 2008. Remember that day in February when we were top of the A-League and we won the title for the first time? The euphoric scenes that came from that. And Newcastle deserve better and the fans deserve better and so do the players.
The Hunter Community Environment Centre has this morning staged a protest at the Commonwealth Bank's Hamilton branch. More than 40 people turned out to voice their concerns over the bank financing the Galilee Basin coal mining project in Queensland. Coordinator Vanessa Wiebford says the protest will hopefully prompt the Commonwealth to reconsider their position.
Across Australia, we're calling on the Commonwealth Bank to come out publicly and tell us that they will not be funding the Adani Megamine.
Opponents of AGL's Walk Ivory coal seam gas project at Gloucester say they are not convinced fracking risks are being properly managed. The project has been given the green light to resume operations after 2 inquiries found no harm to the environment, despite traces of BTEX chemicals in the company's flowback water. Greens MP Jeremy Buckingham says contamination will occur if the project is allowed to continue.
BTEX chemicals are some of the most toxic chemicals, known carcinogens, no safe level of them allowable in drinking water. The mobilisation of BTEX chemicals from the coal seam and the movement of those into the water supply is inevitable if coal seam gas rolls out. That's why we're moving to have the industry banned in this state.
Wallsend MP Sonia Hornery is expressing concern over IPART's approval of rate rises in the Hunter area. A 46.9% increase to council rates will soon hit Newcastle home and business owners, delivering up to $300 million in additional funding for projects such as the revitalisation of Hunter Street. Ms Hornery says the western suburbs are paying the price but not reaping the benefits.
My quest is to ensure that we get equal share of those funds that come in from ratepayers. And frankly, as a Walls MP for the last 8 years, I haven't seen equity. Our roads and our footpaths aren't being built, and yet I see major funding for roads and footpaths and major projects in the inner cities.
The former Newcastle Post Office could be set to receive a spruce up within the next few weeks after the local Aboriginal Land Council unveiled its much-awaited plans for the site. The collective is hoping to restore the building, turning it into a major cultural hub with adjoining office space. Quotes are currently being sought from the SES to flood-proof the site and remove asbestos, the council hitting back at criticism over a supposed lack of action. Newcastle nurse Libby Bowell has been honoured with the prestigious Florence Nightingale Medal as a result of her work fighting the spread of the Ebola virus in West Africa. Ms Bowell was among 4 nurses to receive the award overnight, which also recognised her efforts in helping victims of armed conflict and natural disasters. According to Ms Bowell, it was an understanding of better hygiene practices that was fundamental in battling the disease. In finance, the All Ords is down 4.1 points at 56.15 and $1 Australian is buying 79.26 US cents.
Macquarie Designer Homes is a local.
The Newcastle Knights are setting their sights on defence in the push for a second consecutive victory ahead of Monday's Round 11 showdown with Brisbane. Second rower Joseph Tapine will be brought into the starting side for New South Wales Origin-bound star Beau Scott in an otherwise unchanged lineup. Coach Rick Stone says they need to strike while the iron's hot.
Brisbane obviously going to have a few players in the Origin crew. We get them at a decent time. If they're going to have 5 players in Origin and not playing, obviously it's a good time to be playing them.
Hamilton fullback Eric Vasu-Kikikau is preparing to add another feather to his cap, named on the wing for his New South Wales country debut this weekend. He'll be one of 7 Newcastle-based players flying the flag for the Cockatoos when they come up against the Sydney Subbies in Drummoyne on Saturday. And the Maitland Magpies have flagged former A-League striker Alex Reid as a potential solution to the team's defensive woes ahead of tonight's catch-up match with Edgeworth. That's sport. I'm Belinda de los Harris.
2NURFM news time is 1:05.